Hi, everybody. Welcome back for another tarot tea time. How are you guys doing? Sorry, I just had a little snack real quick. How is everybody? I see some of you guys are already here. Look at these early birds, even though it's late. Thank you guys for staying up late with me. Beth, oh my gosh, hi. Lawyer Moog here first. All right, honey. Hi, Penny. So, how are you guys? How has your weekend been? Me too, East Coast. Oh, Beth. Oh my gosh, it's super late for you. Mm. Well, staying up for this one, Penny. Oh my God. Okay, guys. Well, we're not going to disappoint here because the tea is good tonight. Thank you guys so much. Hi, Sage Moon. Hi, Babalu. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. The tea time crew is here. Let's get into it. Okay. These stories are good. So, oh my gosh, guys. All right. I have my stories here. I'm going to pull them up. I'm just going to go in order because the tea has been quite hot lately. Okay. So, first, let's start with a little tea time confirmation. So, I don't know if you guys saw this, but remember in the last live from last weekend, I did a reading on Britney Spears, and the cards that came through were about her relationship. I believe it was the Two of Cups or the Six of Cups reversed. And so I talked about her relationship and the people around her being, her having some issues with them, but specifically romance. Well, I mean, I'm not excited about this. It's actually very sad, but I think it was like the next day or in like 2 days, maybe it's Monday or Tuesday, there was that report that TMZ put out about Brittany and the guy that she's with, who I believe is an ex-convict. Allegedly, I don't really know anything about him, but they had to call the paramedics because there was some sort of altercation and it was at the Chateau Marmont. Again, not happy about this. I definitely hope that Brittany heals and finds good people to be around her, especially when it comes to her romantic life. But wow, I was like, that is such a confirmation of the cards from the last tarot tea. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I was pretty floored. It came through pretty much right away. But there is fresh tea to be brewed. And we're going to start with the royal family rumors. Penny, this one is for you. Let's get into it. So, the Spanish media has claimed that Kate Middleton isn't doing well. Now, if you guys want to get more information about what the Spanish media is saying, Tisa tells, I always talk about her. She does a really good job of covering that. So, I watched some of her videos and I was inspired to pull some cards because basically the Spanish media is saying that allegedly, Kate Middleton is really not doing well, that the royal family has not been truthful about what's going on with her, and that she may be, I don't know, in a state that's far worse than what the royal family is telling us. And allegedly, there were other reports saying that she was in Spain and had some procedure done, and her husband, William, like left her there. I don't know. We're going to pull some cards and see what comes through. It's also very strange that we haven't heard anything from her. Again, I hope she heals and I hope she's doing well. But with the Spanish media making these kinds of claims and people reporting them, I thought it was worth pulling some cards on. Okay. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Mm, thank you, Beth. Oh my gosh, you saw that too, right? That was wild. Weird relationship. Very weird. Very weird. I hope that Brittany, finds really, again, it's the people. She's just got to reconnect with her true self, with, people that have good intentions for her. But yeah, sending her love. This freaks me out. Yeah, the Spanish media thing, right, Penny? Me too. So let's do a little shuffle-a-roo here. So what is going on with, let's just see what comes through. Let's just do general. Kate Middleton and specifically the reports about her health from the Spanish media. Again, this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. This is the tarot tea truth. We're going to see what it says. Okay. I'm a little nervous. Oh my gosh. This is a pretty heavy topic. Okay. Okay. That's weird. Some are kind of flipping. I want to get a clear reading here. Okay. Okay. The death card reversed. Okay. Right out of the gate. This is intense. So we were just kind of thinking this is heavy, right? This is a very serious life and death type of situation. The death card reversed, I need to get clarification on what this card means. But this is major arcana. This, especially when we're asking, I'm getting goosebumps on my face and on my legs, so I feel a little weird right now. Um, this is something that is a very serious card to come through when you're asking the type of question that we're asking. In the reverse gives me some hope, but it's definitely something very serious. So let's get a clarifier there. Oh my gosh, you guys. Sage Moon, what do you think? Sage Moon says, yep, I feel like Kate is the new Britney and everyone's going to crack the case wide open. Okay, Sage Moon. Well, you're very intuitive as well. And I could see that happening too. I agree. Especially right now with the astrology, I feel like everyone is being exposed, that needs to be exposed, people in power, especially with the Pluto retrograde, which I'm editing that video for the members only channel. That'll be up tomorrow at some point. But yeah, it's definitely a time where people who are trying to hide things, it's just not going to work anymore, which is, I think, a good thing. But okay, so let's clarify this death card for Kate Middleton, this death card reversed. Why is it in reverse, and why did this card come through? Okay, the Six of Cups, again, in reverse. So this is about a partnership, a relationship. So, okay, asking about the Spanish media reports, which basically said that Kate is not doing well, definitely a death card energy. And like that's kind of what they were putting out there. And that her husband left her somewhere in Spain or wherever she was having some work done, some procedures for her health, something that they're saying is different from what has been reported. Six of Cups in reverse. This is a love connection that is not supporting her, because this card in the upright is like a very positive, supportive, past life type of connection, like a beautiful love. In reverse, this is saying that like what was once a beautiful love is no longer, um, is no longer something going wrong in a relationship. So I would say this is confirmation, at least, that her husband isn't, oh, this is so weird, not being as supportive as she would hope and as other people would like to believe. Okay. The death card reverse, because this came out in this way, I'm going to say this is feeling like she's had some very close calls with her health. In reverse, I'm going to say she is still here. I know that's such a heavy thing, but this is basically saying that she's still here, but that there have been moments where I think that Will and whoever knows what's really going on, there have been moments where they thought that this wasn't going to happen. I think that she's going to make it. That's another thing that the Spanish media was saying, that she may not pull through. Based on this, I'm happy to say that I do think that she's going to pull through, but she's definitely had some close calls, which is why she is not public yet. There's a reason that she has not come out to tell people I'm okay, especially if it was like a minor surgery. She hasn't made any appearances, so I don't think that this was preventative, allegedly for entertainment purposes. I think that this was something life-saving that she had done, and I'm happy that this is in reverse because I think that it worked. Whatever it was, I think that it worked, but I think it's serious, and I don't think she's out of the woods yet, but I think she's gonna be okay. But this in reverse, definitely she has seen throughout this ordeal. You know how sometimes when things happen in your life, you can realize like who's really there for you and who isn't. You know what I mean? I just got goosebumps. So confirmation on that. I think that this whole situation has helped Kate to realize her position in the royal family, who really is there for her, what she really needs, the kind of support and love that she wants from a family, and just how fake a lot of it is. Allegedly. Oh my god. Okay, what are you guys saying? Hot right out of the pot, Michael says. Oh my god. Penny, I hope Kate is okay. I'm really glad that the tarot tea truth is reflecting that she is okay. Oh my gosh. The story is not over, and I don't think we will know the truth for months. I agree with you, Beth. I totally agree with you. Oop. Yep. Isn't that always the case with the royal family, though? That's why there's always some expose. There's always some story that comes out later. All these things, like even with Princess Diana, may she rest in peace. so many things about her life came out later. And I just feel like the way that they live and the way that they operate, it's a very soul crushing type of scenario. It's like you have to be fake in order to fit in. And Princess Diana, didn't. She railed against it, which is why, but even she had secrets. Yeah, it's a lot. Okay. Oop, yep. Sejun. Penny says, "Will better get his shit together. He can't do it without her." Penny, I totally agree with you. And I think that he is going to have a humbling moment. Yeah. Yeah. Sage Moon, that William ain't no good child. I love when you say it. So the child, he acting up while she's struggling with her health. Like, no, no, sir. I agree with you. No, sir. Same here. I hope she has a smooth recovery. Yeah, same. You know what, you guys? I think that we're all pretty much on the same page with this. We want her to recover. We want her to do well. Also, the BS with the royal family, I think that it's crumbling for a reason. Not saying that Kate's health is a part of that. I think just the facade is a part of that. And I think her health was one of those moments where she had this experience which helped her to realize what's real and what isn't. And I think that's why her marriage and why she's pulling away from the royal family, why she's pulling away from her marriage. Yeah, I think there's a lot going on. And I think that even more has developed as they've realized how serious everything is. Yeah. Okay. Now, also, in addition to what's going on with Kate, isn't it bizarre that King Charles, all of a sudden, all these reports have been coming out this past week that King Charles is planning his funeral or redoing his funeral plans. And I think that that's kind of something that the royal family just does. It's a little bit morbid, but I think that they are a little bit morbid, to be honest. That's my opinion. So I don't know that that necessarily means that something, that his health is in that place. I think that that might have been kind of a red herring to distract us from what's really going on with Kate's health and with Kate's marriage to Will. So I do want to pull a couple of cards just to see if there's any truth. Oh my God, to the rumors that he's at least planning his funeral. Okay, not asking whether or not his life is coming to an end, but asking about whether or not he's really planning his funeral and what the reasons are. I just want to see what comes through with that. Okay, what are you guys saying? Beth says maybe we need to send Cat Williams to visit Kate and get the juicy truth. Oh my gosh, Beth, I was just watching some Cat Williams videos last night when I couldn't sleep. Yeah, he called it. He even said 2024 is going to be the year where people get exposed. Like, we need to look at Cat Williams' birth chart. What day was he born on? Like, that was some psychic energy because he like knew that this was going to start to come to the forefront. I trust anything he says now. To be honest, I trust whatever he says. That's a fun rabbit hole to go down. Okay, Sage Moon says yes, but that would give them a stir. I heard somewhere where they said pancreatic, yeah, cancer. And if that is true, that is bad. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm glad that it's reversed, the death card reversed, but I think that, if that's what it was, thankfully it seems like they caught it early, but it's, it's a lot. I think the treatment is major. And I don't know that Will is the type of person who is super warm. Let's see. Before we move on to King Charles, I actually do want to pull a couple cards for Will and ask why he isn't being there for her. Because they've been together since they were in college. They've known each other so long. They have kids together. I mean, he's still human, right? You would think that he would be there for her, but I wonder if it's because he's cold emotionally. I just want to know. I'm just very curious. Then we'll move on because we got a lot of stories, a lot of hot tea to brew up tonight. Okay. So why did Will come up as the 6 of Cups in reverse? Why is he not being there for Kate, allegedly for entertainment purposes only? Guys, 6 of Cups. Why did the 6 of Cups come out again, but in the upright? What the heck? Out of the whole deck? Okay, this is confirmation. When this happens, it's like confirmation, kind of like I said what I said type of energy. Like, it's like if you ask the same question, you're gonna get the same answer kind of thing. So it's like a very strong answer, basically from the tarot to truth, allegedly. 6 of Cups is about love, marriage, the feelings that you have when you feel close to someone and you want to be there for someone. the fact that this card came out again to basically reiterate that reversal, this is just talking about his emotional capacity. And I kind of had that feeling intuitively. That's why I wanted to pull the card. But this is confirmation that it's just his emotional capacity, his ability to care. And Babalu just said, glad she has her family because royals don't care. Babalu, you are right on it. I think your intuition is spot on. And that's basically what this card is saying. It's saying that not everybody is able to care the same way. Not everybody has, the emotional, I guess, like capacity, the emotional depth. I'm not sure what his moon sign is. I thought he had a lot of Cancer in his chart, but the crabs, even cancers can be cold if they have their shell up. So there's something about him that it is very cold. Um Also, 6 of cups in the upright. Okay, guys, and this is going to be a little intense, so just going to warn you. Um This is also talking about his inability to be caring towards Kate, but it's also talking about his potential involvement in another relationship that he believes is his new 6 of cups. It's history repeating itself, I'm telling you, and this was what I pulled when we did the first reading before the news broke about Kate and everything that was going on with her, and I still stand by that reading. I think it's complicated, I think there are health things going on, but I also think there are relationship things going on, and I just think that it's all kind of coming to the surface now. Um, and I do there's oh my gosh, there's some stuff I almost, like, don't even wanna say say because it's just, like, terrible, but I think that he may have had a little more free time, basically, to go and explore another connection. There's something going on where I think he believes that someone else might be a 6 of cups, but I don't think that he is like a 6 of cups type of person. I think that he's the kind of person that like, it kind of is narcissistic in a way. It's like you believe that this next person is going to be the one that's going to fulfill you. But in reality, it's like it's kind of him. It's him. No matter what he does or who he's with, he's always going to think that the grass is greener somewhere else because he's just not super deep. It's like more ego driven. Um, oh my God. Okay. That's a lot, but that does make sense. That clarifies to me big time why it was in reverse because he's involved other places, but it's just kind of more of the same. Okay. What are you guys saying? Oh my God. Cat just gets the truth for real, Beth. Sage Moon says, I wonder if he follows astrology. Oh my gosh. No way. Cat's a Virgo with an Aquarius placement. I have to check what his big three are for sure. Sage Moon. Okay. I've got to do a look at his birth chart. Maybe I'll do a separate video just looking at his birth chart. Oh my God. That's so cool. Thank you, Sage Moon. You always bring such good tea. Okay. Penny says, Brit, I'm talking about King Charles. Oh, thank you, Penny. Okay. Thank you for the clarification. I was thinking Kate still. Okay. Makes sense. That is bad if that's what he has. Yeah. Sage Moon, Cat is a Virgo sun, Aquarius Moon, Leo rising. It's that Virgo, Virgo and Aquarius. Haha. Oh my God, Sage Moon. Oh my God. I would be friends with him totally. As a Virgo sun, Aquarius rising. That's crazy. Thank you, Sage Moon. I think we'd all be friends with him. He can join our tea time anytime. Standing invite to come on the podcast, Cat Williams. Okay, Babu, glad she has her family because royals don't care. Yeah, Babu, you're reading it right. Beth says, I think sadly, William is like Charles. Yeah, a complete a-hole, narcissistic vibes and totally selfish. Beth, I'm getting the same feeling. It's like the history repeating itself. It's like Charles had Princess Diana, but he wanted Camilla Parker Bowles, and it's like, it's kind of like always wanting what you don't have. It's more about what's forbidden rather than the real connection, and that's very narcissistic, right? This is all allegedly for entertainment purposes, our own opinions here. Anybody anybody watching this later? Sage Moon, yep, some of the folks these royals see every day are going along to get along. William is giving royal F-boy in a grown man's body. Haha. Sage Moon agreed. Totally agreed. Okay. Okay, now that we have all that info, yeah, definitely immature, weird vibes, F-boy energy. Well, and if that's the case, he's going to be exposed because this is the era. of things coming to light. As Cat Williams said, in 2024, it's all coming to light. So if he is doing that, it's only a matter of time. And it'll probably happen while Pluto's retrograde, which is going on until I believe September, October. It's happening through the fall, but at the very end of the retrograde, it will retrograde into Capricorn, which will be affecting Kate. So I think that we're going to have more of the full story and the full story on Will. If I had to make a prediction, I would say it'll be in the fall. Like before the retrograde is over, that's when I think we're going to have the information exposed. Okay. Need a little sip of my tarot tea here. I'm like joking. Period. Come through, cat. Oh my God, right? Let's manifest it. Let's manifest it. Oh my God, you guys. I think I did tell you this, I think. But the podcast is charting on the British entertainment news charts. So, Will, if you're listening, no, I'm kidding. We see you. Well, maybe we can manifest that it gets big enough that Cat Williams would come on. Why not? Okay, anyway, just fantasizing here. Let's moving right along. Okay. So, Charles, the funeral planning. Is this true or is this a rumor? I just want to know, is there any truth to that? I saw this on yahoo.com. And it's not like the Inquirer, I feel like there's got to be some truth to this, but I'm so curious what's going on with King Charles in the funeral planning chit chat. The magician. Okay, let's get a clarifier there. Very interesting. Queen of Swords in reverse. Let me get another clarifier. I'm getting goosebumps though. The Hermit in reverse. Okay. Guys, I will say this. So this has to do with Camilla Parker Bowles in some way. And I'm not sure what happens with her. Like, does she just become like, I don't know what that position would become once, like if he were to pass away, what happens to Camilla's position? Not quite sure. But the magician is talking about creating a facade. Okay. So, like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Magicians do tricks, but it's not real. So I think that Charles is trying to perform some sort of trick right now. Basically trying to say kind of like what I was suspecting, like, look over here, look at this, put that article out so that people are focusing more on Charles's health rather than what's going on with Will and Kate. I definitely think that they want to cover it up. They're trying to keep, Will, Kate, their kids, like this like golden family type of vibe. It's very PR. So he's definitely trying to work his magic for whatever reason. They think that doing that and shifting the focus is going to be helpful. Then we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is logic and thinking. This represents a female, and I think this is Camilla Parker Bowles. I don't know what her birth chart looks like, but she is very calculating, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, because she's represented by this Queen of Swords, and she is the current queen, right? So she is someone who thinks very strategically, very shrewd. I wouldn't say that she's the type of person that you would want to go to with, your emotions or have some sort of deep discussion with. Now, if there was something that you needed to figure out, maybe you needed to, I don't know, like manipulate a situation, just like hypothetically. I don't think you should ever do that. But if you needed to like make something happen or plan something strategically, she would be the person to go to because she is the type of person that will think something all the way through. Her emotions don't really get involved with whatever's going on, and she's able to wait and do things at the right time. So in reverse, this is talking about her strategizing, and I think that she is behind some of this some of the strategy that seems odd. Okay. In reverse, this is talking about someone who's very shrewd having a lapse of judgment. So I think that a lot of this stuff that seems confusing, a lot of the messaging coming from the royal family, I think she has a huge influence over Charles and over what is happening in the media. I don't know, like, I really don't know much about them or their relationship, but the feeling I'm getting is very much like like the power behind the throne. Even though he seems very powerful, I think he relies on her a lot. And she makes a lot of decisions, but she is the one who has been pulling a lot of these strings. It was his idea to do the funeral planning thing, but they're definitely like in this weird headspace where they are trying to plan things out, trying to make it work, but they're experiencing a lot of lapses in judgment because they're trying so hard to pull off this magician rabbit in the hat trick of covering up whatever's going on with Will and Kate, and with Kate specifically. Yeah, that makes sense. And then we have the hermit in reverse. And this is talking about how it would be better if they just kind of hermited right now, like don't say anything, just kind of go about their business. However, because this is related to the Queen of Swords energy, because Camilla has this desire to control the narrative right now, and it's something to do with like power. And usually I think she's actually very good at getting her way, but this time she's messing up because it's in reverse. And she should be like hermiting basically, but she's doing the opposite of what she should be doing. So instead of just going about their duties and, keeping their head down, not having a big ego, just, being sincere, and being a hermit, letting themselves heal, being real people, acting like a family. Um, she's doing the opposite, which is not being the hermit, which is like being out and about when you really need to kind of keep some things close to your vest, heal, spend time alone, spend time at home, be with your family, stuff like that. So, yeah, I would say I don't think that there is truth to it, allegedly, for entertainment purposes based on this. I think that that was just a plant, um, because it's all about this story, this magician energy that they're trying to create this false narrative. It's weird that it's so important to them. I mean, come on, just be people, right? It's strange to me. It's just a very ego narcissistic type of thing that they just can't be regular. They just can't be normal, you know? It's strange. Okay, what do you guys say? Mark it down on the calendar. Thanks, Brit. Oh my God, Sage Moon, yes. Manifest, dream big, Brit. Thank you, Babalu. So sweet. Get that law of attraction going. Okay, let's do it. Congratulations. Oh, thank you, Beth. You're so sweet. Charles needs to hurry up with his plans. I think he will. Ooh, Beth. Okay, Beth. Beth just made a prediction. Beth is thinking that Charles may pass away this summer. Okay, Beth, if that's what your intuition's telling you, we'll see. You could be right. Camilla becomes the queen mother, but has no power in my understanding of the role. Okay, interesting, Beth. Interesting. Wonder if Camilla has Capricorn energy. I wonder that too, Sage Moon. Penny says, more than likely, she was to be the queen. LOL. I'm sure she's trying to set herself up. Penny, definitely. With the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. So, like the Queen of Swords in the upright, this is the card of like a woman who goes through a breakup or they go through something and then they vow to like never allow anything like that to ever happen to them again. It's a person who has their sword ready, ready for battle. They are ready to defend themselves. This is an assertive energy and it can be an aggressive energy. In the upright, I think it can be good. In reverse, it basically talks about taking that energy to the extreme or misusing that type of energy. So it's definitely coming across as wanting to set herself up, Penny. I totally agree with that. Okay, just looked it up. She's allegedly got Saturn in the first house of Leo. Ooh, Sage Moon. Wow. Thank you for looking that up. Thank you so much. So, if she has a Leo first house, then I mean, Leo energy is associated with royalty, right? So she's always seen herself as worthy of the throne. It's very important to her, which is why I think she kind of, stuck with it even through like the Diana years, through all the stuff that Charles has been doing, his whole life. He's not, I don't think he's anyone's actual Prince Charming, right? He's who he is. Um, it's interesting also that Saturn is in the first house because, Saturn is associated with time and things taking time. So it's interesting that she, married Charles and he, I think was like one of the oldest he wasn't coronated until like, I don't know, his 70s. And so that's like, that's very Saturn energy of like things happening later in life. Um, Saturn in the first house is as good as Capricorn, in my opinion. That's so interesting. Okay. Things to think about. Things to think about with Pluto too. Oh my God, Sage Moon. Okay. It's all going to come out during this Pluto retrograde. We're going to know by the fall, you guys. And whatever Camilla has been doing behind the scenes, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, that's all going to be exposed by this fall. Wow, Sage Moon. Oh my God, this makes me want to do all their birth charts. She could gain more power later in life, right? Yeah. It makes sense. I mean, it's confirmation that this is definitely, a lot of these things in our birth charts can kind of describe the way that we're learning our spiritual lessons in this life. It's very interesting. So yeah, this was always going to happen for her in one way or another. Okay, interesting. All right, shall we move on? Wow. I don't think we're surprised by any of that, but still, when you see it like the cold hard truth, it's a little bit icky. Okay. Moving on to more, guys, all the tea tonight, by the way, is pretty intense. So just buckle up. Moving on to another wild story. Wild, you guys. And I know y'all have heard about this. The feud between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. It just went next level. And I was listening last night to some of Kendrick Lamar's new songs about Drake. I had the worst insomnia. And I was like, I'm just going to do some research for the tarot tea tomorrow night. Oh my, like, if you have not heard them yet, just go on YouTube, type in Kendrick Lamar, songs about Drake, listen to them, and just watch your jaw hit the floor. It is, I'm speechless. I honestly am. Like the things that Kendrick Lamar was saying about Diddy, he laid it all out there. It's very Cat Williams of him, So, and what he was saying basically is like putting Drake, did I say Diddy? I was thinking Diddy because I'm thinking he basically is talking about how Drake is like on Diddy's level, exposing him, all the things that he's done, calling him a P word. Like it's bad. It is really, really bad. So I want to pull some cards to see why this happened, what their relationship has been like, what led to this. And I want to see just like how much truth there is to these allegations, which I could see it. I'll be honest with you. Drake doesn't seem like, the nicest person. Just the vibe I get. He's kind of icky, but to me, but let's just see. Let's just see. I do like his music, but he gives me kind of like creeper vibes. What do y'all think? Okay. Allegedly for entertainment purposes, legally, we are not alleging any of these things to be true. Okay, what are you guys saying? I'm gonna be so down for that. Haha. Okay, Sage Moon. Okay. Doing the birth charts. Yeah. Here we go. Oh my God. I'm so glad you're gonna pull cards on Kendrick versus Drake. I've been bumping Not Like Us all day. Kendrick did his thing. Yes. Oh my God. Like they're good songs, aren't they? Agreed. Not Like Us. That one, you guys, that's the first one to listen to. That shook me. Like he talks about like Drake's family and like, I mean, or that was Meet the Grams, right? Okay. Hi, Nigel. How's it going? Nigel, we're talking about music. So you came at just the right time. Reporting live from my workplace, LMAO. Yes, Nigel, reporting live. I hope you're having a good day. We are spilling some tea on Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. Have you heard the new songs, Nigel? Okay, that stuff is hilarious. Trolling each other and said he has a daughter. The daughter is an actress. He. Really, Beth? Oh my God. Okay. Let's pull some cards, guys. This is so wild. Oh yeah, Drake's a major creeper in my humble opinion. We're all getting the vibe. It's one thing to like do a diss track, right? But it's another thing to like accuse someone of crimes. Like he accused Drake of like being with minors and all this stuff. So I'm thinking, like, I feel like Kendrick Lamar wouldn't just say that if there wasn't some truth to it, right? Because can't you get in? Where's lawyer Mo when we need him? Can't you get in trouble for like slander? I don't know. We have to ask him. But let's see. I just feel like I don't know. You wouldn't really make those claims unless you thought they were very true, unless you'd seen it. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Let's pull a card for Drake's energy, and then let's pull a card to represent Kendrick Lamar's energy. I want to get like their overall where they're at right now. Like, where are their intentions and like why are they doing this? I just want to get a feel for their vibe. So, what energy represents? Let's start with Kendrick. What energy represents, allegedly for entertainment purposes, Kendrick Lamar's current energy, his current like state of being? Ooh, okay, 5 of Cups. This is feeling sad. He's feeling sad right now. He feels upset. This is looking at what you don't have instead of what you do have. I'm really surprised to get this energy. He's in his feelings, which makes a lot of sense because a lot of these songs that he was, what he's singing about Drake or what he's talking about or rapping about Drake, I mean, it's definitely fueled by feelings. Like when I was listening to the songs, I was like, wow, I wonder what Drake did to him. He's definitely in his actually this totally makes sense. He's in his feels. This is very genuine for him. This is not something, some people are saying like, oh, it's a publicity stunt, whatever. This is not some publicity stunt. This is very real. He's very emotional right now. That's why he's putting out all of these songs and in rapid succession. Okay. We'll come back to that to get why. And I have goosebumps. Wow. Like, yes, this is very strong energy here. Okay. What energy represents Drake? What is his current like state of being? Like what card would represent him as a person right now? 9 of Cups. Smug AF. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do not like him. He's so smug. He's sitting there eating his cheesecake. He's got all these cups behind him. I mean, and usually I like this card because this is like self-care. This is feeling confident, taking good care of yourself. Like this is like what I like to see people doing when like, anybody is like just a normal person. Like this is great. But if you're somebody who is being accused of certain things, this is just like a very smug energy. It's like, I don't care. Like I've got everything I need. I'll fix it. I'm eating my cheesecake, unfazed, very non-emotional. Because the cups here with the 9 of Cups, this is about self-care, taking care of yourself, filling up your own cups, creating your own happiness. So it's very closed off. It's like he's not letting anything get to him. He really doesn't care, to be honest, which is wild considering like the level of these claims, like allegations. Okay, so let's get some clarification on why they're feeling these different ways. And what are you guys saying? Let's see. Okay, some songs for us this summer. Thanks, Nigel. Wet by Jay Stevens. Devastating by Amanda Reefer. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Nigel. We'll definitely check it out. Okay. Babaloo says he was grooming Millie Bobby Brown. Yikes. Okay. Yeah. Right. I mean, that's a weird friendship. That doesn't make any sense. I remember back when people were talking about that and it was creepy back then too. Okay. You guys are agreeing with the creep vibe. Sage Moon says he tends to holler at 16-year-old girls, allegedly. There was a fan on stage, Millie Bobby Brown, and I believe Billie Eilish. He's allegedly with Lato, the rapper's sister, 17-year age difference. Yeah. We putting that on the list, Nigel. Oh, yeah. We're putting it on the list, Nigel. Okay. Interesting, Sage Moon. Thank you for adding some context there. And thank you, Babaloo. Yeah, that's good information. Okay. So let's get into this a little bit deeper. So we have Kendrick Lamar feeling 5 of Cups energy. This is disappointment. This is sadness. This is just like such a sad energy. This person is crying on the card. So all of the songs that he is putting out about Drake, it's coming from such a genuine place of true sadness and disappointment. I want to see why. Why allegedly, for entertainment purposes, why does Kendrick Lamar feel so strongly? Why does he feel so sad? And why right now? Like what has gone on to trigger this? How about we do this to get like the specifics? I'm gonna do past, present, future because he has had a long relationship with Drake. From a few YouTube videos that I watched, I did gather that like they have worked together in the past, like they've known each other through the industry for a really long time. So why now? What has gone on? Let's just do quick past, present, future. Kendrick Lamar, how he's felt about Drake. So in the past, a few years ago when they were first getting started, how did Kendrick Lamar feel about Drake back then? Ooh, 8 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so this is like suspending judgment, not wanting to rush into judgment, but passionate. It's like, okay, so this is an energy of like, I want to be friends with this person and like, I really want to like this person, but for some reason I kind of don't. Uh, wow. It's like, because it's up in the air. And eight energy has to do with power. It's getting this feeling of like this person is a little bit controlling. And if you guys know about their past history, please feel free to like confirm or deny, whatever. Because I don't really know about their connection too much, but this is really strange to me and makes a lot of sense that I don't think it was ever like a really great connection. Because from the beginning, there was a little bit of a weird thing that he noticed, eight energy about power. So Drake like always wanted power. He felt that, wanted to like him because wands are passion and like, if it's like platonic, it could be like having the same dreams and goals and like feeling energized by sharing those dreams and goals with somebody. Um, but in reverse, this is like it's really feeling like you need to hold yourself back from this person. So I think that he always sensed something was a little bit off with Drake. But I don't think that in the beginning there it wasn't like animosity. It just was like something's kind of off about him. And before I was about to shuffle these cards, but I happened to glance at the bottom of the deck. We have the Seven of Swords. This is someone's fears. Okay. So we're talking about Kendrick Lamar's feelings towards Drake in the past, he always was a little bit up in the air about him because his fears, which I think his intuition was spot on, his fear was the Seven of Swords energy that Drake was someone who would backstab, someone who would do things like a little cat burglar in the dark of night, someone who was ruthless. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's why he feels so strongly now because it's almost like that feeling of I always knew deep down that that's who this person was. Like when you kind of think that someone is a certain way and you give them a chance and then they prove you like your intuition right that you shouldn't have given them a chance kind of. It's like that. He has a strong feeling of like I should have known. Like I always had a bad feeling about him. Okay, so that was the past that makes sense. So what about the present? Why is it so strong right now? Why is he so upset right now? What has happened? What has gone on? Or just any information about like how he found out about these things and these major allegations. Let's just see. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. Okay. Three of Pentacles through working with other people in the industry who know him. So luckily, I'm happy to say that I don't think it's because he was at any of these parties or events where he like saw this happening or like participated in it, right? Because I think that if you're like going to these like the P Diddy parties, for example, if you're there and you see this stuff happening, like you're complicit in it, right? Like even if you're not doing it, it's happening. You're complicit, especially if people are like breaking the law or like, hurting other people, things like that. So I don't think that he was there. But I do think that he has found out through mutual work connections, people that he trusts, people that he believes, people that he's really close with. And he knows. So it's kind of like, that secondhand knowledge, but that he fully believes in. And I think he has proof of it. Um, that's what happened, and I think that this happened right before he released these songs. I think that's why he did it. This could have come about through a conversation about P. Diddy, and then maybe someone saying, "Oh, well, Drake's the same way. I was at this party a couple of weeks ago, and this happened." So there were real things that he finally got this concrete evidence that he was right all along. My gosh, and it was through friends. It was through friends in the workplace. Three of Pentacles, people he worked with. Three is creativity. So like music industry people. Okay, interesting, interesting. And let's see what is he going to do next? What is Kendrick Lamar going to do next when it comes to this whole Drake situation? What is his next move? Is he going to be releasing more songs? Is he like what's I just want to know what's coming next? Queen of Wands. Okay, this is this is like very this is a strong female figure. So I think that he's going to team up with a strong female figure, someone who is the Queen of Wands. This is someone who is this could even be Taylor Swift because I know they talked about how they like they've worked together and they have like some good I don't know, there are layers to this feud. But it could be someone like Taylor Swift teaming up with her. It could be another strong female another artist in the industry. But Wands, I'm gonna say this is someone passionate, someone with power, someone with some pull. So I think that this is the beginning of the story. I think that there's gonna be more, and he's going to have a very powerful female help him with all this. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Good for them. Good. Yeah. I mean, tis the season. Tis Pluto retrograde. Like, let's expose it all. Okay, what are you guys saying? Oh my gosh, you guys. This is some intense tea. Oh my gosh. Sage Moon says, Beth Sparks right. It doesn't help that he acts like an incel raging misogynist too. Oh, disgusting. Yeah, that is the worst. That tracks for Kendrick. I believe he got his start by collabing with Drake. Okay, interesting, Sage Moon. He hopped on a track with him. Don't think they got too far after that. Okay, he had a bad feeling about him. That makes sense. We love an intuitive man. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Sage Moon. Yep, Drake gave French Montana, another rapper, a cease and desist to get a song taken down. The other rappers didn't really mess with him after that. Saw him as being a snake. Okay, Sage Moon. Oh my gosh. Word on the street is he has another song in the wings. I hope he collabs with Meg the Stallion because Drake loves to attack her and she also called him out. She might be that Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh, Sage Moon. Okay, you heard it here first if that's who it is. Sage Moon, you called it. Wow. Yeah, this is the beginning. Okay, I love it. Thank you for the added context. Sage Moon, MVP. You are the MVP. Thank you for bringing that tea. Oh my gosh, she brought her own tea to the party. Okay. Love that. Totally tracks. And I'm glad that he's speaking out. I think we need that, and that's wonderful. All right, now let's look into Drake. Why is he so smug, and what's going to happen? I don't think that careers are going to be surviving this these days. And I really hope that if all this stuff that he's alleging is true, which I feel as if it is, I'm just saying, I hope that, people finally wake up and are like, whatever, we don't want to support him anymore. Okay, so why is Drake in this Nine of Cups smug energy right now? Let's just see what comes through. Sage Moon, I'm like begging the universe for him to collab with Meg. Haha. Okay, manifesting Sage Moon. We're going to manifest that too. Okay. Why is Drake so smug right now while being exposed? Allegedly. King of Wands in the reverse. What? So this is him. This is his energy. He is the King of Wands in the reverse. We need a clarifier as to why it's reversed and why that reversal would make him smug. Okay, we need a clarifier. Oh my gosh, you guys. But King of Wands is like, it has to do with passion. It has to do with power, feeling powerful. We have the Queen of Wands who's going to take him down. Interesting. Okay, let's get clarification. Why is he the King of Wands in reverse? Six of Pentacles. This is having friends. He has friends. Six of Pentacles. Generous friends. This is money. He feels that this is so typical. He feels like King of Wands. It doesn't allegedly for entertainment purposes. It doesn't matter what I've done when I've been in my King of Wands in the upright. And we know what that means, right? Beth leading with the wands. He knows what he's done, and but he feels like I have done the right things. Like, even though I've been the King of Wands, I have maybe had people sign NDAs or like he hasn't been he's been driven by the wands, but not fully. He's also been mindful about his money and his reputation. I believe that he thinks he's dotted all of his I's and crossed all of his T's. And specifically, I think that he believes that his money, Six of Pentacles, and friends, generous friends and people that he knows, whatever contacts that he may have, he feels shielded right now. He feels untouchable because of how much money he has, his connections, and he thinks that he's dotted his I's and crossed his T's. He thinks he's basically insulated himself from any sort of backlash. Very smug. Wow. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. What is next for Drake in his career and his reputation as all of this stuff is coming out? So that's what he thinks. Typical narcissist energy, thinks nothing's going to happen to me. But for entertainment purposes, what's going to really happen? What is going to be the result of Kendrick exposing him, of Kendrick working with the Queen of Wands to continue to take him down? What's going to happen to Drake? What's next for Drake in this saga? The Tower reversed. Oh my, you guys, are you freaking kidding me? Okay. So the Tower card, oh my God, you guys, I'm freaking out. The Tower card is a huge moment, a Tower moment when it all comes crumbling down, right? In reverse, this is avoiding a Tower moment. So he's going to have this time where he has to fight a Tower moment. So this could be in court. This could be behind the scenes, like trying to some way he's fighting the Tower moment though, because in the reverse, this is avoiding it, fighting it, trying to do whatever you can to overcome something that is trying to take you down and wreck your life, like your whole life, destroy everything. Wow. I don't think he sees this coming. And I think once he sees it, he's going to be fighting tooth and nail to try to avoid whatever this karma, whatever this change is in his life. Let's see if we can get any more information about what's going to happen. So he's going to be fighting it. Okay. I'm going to take them both. They popped up. We're going to take them. Oh, okay. We have the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So walking away and a victory. I think that the only way that he can I hate this. I hate to say this, and I hope this doesn't come true, to be honest with you. I hope this tarot is wrong. And I don't say that very often, but I really hope it's wrong because this is talking about how, yes, a Tower moment is going to come for him. He doesn't see it, but it's going to happen. And in reverse, he's going to be able to avoid this Tower moment. He's going to he's going to be able to avoid like his whole life completely being destroyed. Because what he's gonna do, though, is he's gonna have to walk away. Eight of Cups is walking away, like, truly walking away, and that's the only way he's gonna have a victory. So he's basically going to have to, like, disappear for a little bit. Um, I don't know what that's all gonna entail, but he's going to have to walk away to keep his life from falling apart. And because I mean, walking away, that's still like not what he wants to do, right? Eight of Cups. He thinks he's the Nine of Cups. He is going to go. I will say he is going to go from this Nine of Cups smug energy to this Eight of Cups of kind of having to like tuck your tail and walk away. So that's something he's going to be humbled, but he's going to avoid this complete destruction because doing this is what is going to, give him some sort of victory. But it's going to be rough. It's going to be a rough period of time having to deal with this just to be able to like pull through. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, what are y'all saying? This is crazy. Okay. Michelle. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Maybe did something with a young female friend or family member of his that he cared about. Okay, Michelle. Interesting. I could see it. Beyonce. Oh, she could be the queen of wands. Could be. Could be. I could see it. I wish some of the people, and who knows, maybe Beyonce doesn't know about all that, but I really do hope that the Queen of Wands, step up if they have seen anything like this go down. This is their perfect time to come forward. Bomb, the tea is hot. Beth. Beth says he is a wand-led man, allegedly too much like Diddy. Beth, 100%. 100%. And I think that like Diddy, Beth, he thinks, well, I dotted my I's, I crossed my T's. I had the NDA signed. I took the cell phones away. I did like whatever it is that they do that makes them feel like they're protected and insulated. Eventually the truth comes out, right? But I think for a long time they can avoid being exposed because they hide behind money, the legal system paying people off, cease and desists, like all these kinds of things. Again, this is a case for Lawyer Moog. Let's see. She's spot on bet. Sage Moon. Sounds like he thinks he can escape accountability. Yes, Sage Moon, 100%. Gross. Drake's got such an ego on him. Huge ego, Sage Moon. You think Drake would have learned when he had beef with Pusha T how this was going to end? LMAO. Some people think he's got a humiliation kink or something. Interesting, Sage Moon. Let's see if he does. Let's get spicy. Let's see if he does. Because that is weird. Justice. This is a yes card, Sage Moon. And justice would be like, justice is about like right or wrong, winning and losing. Just or unjust. Yeah, I would say yes. We're not gonna go into them further, but you and I know. LOL. Yeah. Sage Moon, that's a yes. Oh my god, that's funny. The hubris of these men is just astounding. Agreed, Beth. Thanks for looking into that. Oh my god, I'm dying laughing, Sage Moon. Well, thank you for bringing it up, Sage Moon. Who knew? Who knew? Sage Moon, you have brought the lore. Thank you for bringing this hot tea to the table tonight because you've just provided so much context about what's going on here. And wow, yeah, and even the humiliation thing. Yeah, he's a weird one. Okay, have we covered it at least for right now? I feel like Drake's gonna have to tuck his tail and walk away. I feel like that's kind of what he does. Like, didn't he have a little bit of beef with? Well, I know about he and Rihanna and that whole situation. He basically just embarrassed himself and acted like a total dork, and she didn't want to be with him. And right, that was like a whole thing. But it seems to me like he never really does take accountability. I've never really heard of Drake apologizing. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't feel like he's someone that I've ever heard issue an apology or backpedal on anything. It does seem like he just kind of will ignore it and it'll just like go away. Um, so I think that's what he's hoping will happen, but I think that it's going to be a little bit more obvious this time. So I think he will be exposed, but he's going to feel like he had a victory because I think it's going to like he's not going to basically go like completely broke or like go to jail. I'm just going to say that allegedly for entertainment purposes, that's what I think that tower moment is that's kind of coming for him. Okay, Nigel says Drift by Merges, Vitamins by Mabel. Oh, Through the Night by Mayetta. All I See Is You by Nate Curry and That Girl by Estero. Some extra tunes because y'all deserve it. Oh, thank you, Nigel. Okay, now I feel like have like a really good summer playlist going. Thank you, Nigel. We do need some new tunes to listen to. He's going to have to tuck his wand and hide. You said it, Beth. Okay, so I feel like that one's good. Let's move forward. We have 2 stories left tonight, and they are also burning hot. Okay, Camila Cabello. By the way, I'm also editing. I don't think any of you guys are people who requested. Y'all didn't, but a lot of other people have requested just kind of like an update on Sean and Camila and their twin flame thing. I did shoot that. I am editing it. That'll be out tomorrow too. So tomorrow's actually going to be a pretty content heavy day, which will be fun. But yeah, so that's to come. But we are going to talk a little bit about Camila in the present moment and basically her new single. Have you guys heard it? I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm not saying I love it. I'm saying that's the song. But her new single, it debuted to some mixed reviews. I think it was like number 80 is the highest that it went on the Billboard 100, which I think is great. If I had a song, at number 80, I'd be excited. But for Camila, people were really hoping that this was going to be another smash hit album. And when I pulled cards on her in the past, I did get that her career was going to be doing really well. So maybe this is just kind of a fluke. Maybe the other songs on the album are going to be really huge hits. I think that this song was fun. Nigel, have you heard it? You are our music aficionado. Sage Moon, have you heard it? Like, what do you guys think? Because it was like catchy. Like there's something about it that gets stuck in your head, but I don't know. It kind of felt a little bit chaotic to me, or like it just wasn't really connecting And maybe it's also Camila. Like, this is so different for her. She's really trying to do something new with the blonde hair and the different song style. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a new chapter. We'll see. But I also want to ask about her association with Drake. Okay. So this is like twofold. So I want to pull a card on her career, but I also want to pull a card on her connection with Drake. Because remember when a few months back she was spotted with Drake? I pulled some cards on that. And I did pull that it was like a romantic type of thing. It was non-committal. Then she went on Call Her Daddy not too long ago, and she actually confirmed that tarot tea time reading. And she did say that it was like fun or whatever, and she was being cheeky about it, but she was confirming that there was some, whatever going on, which really grossed me out when I heard Kendrick Lamar's songs because I was like, oh my gosh, Camila, is she getting like caught up in some of this? So I want to pull some cards on that as well, because I think that would be damaging to her reputation. I think anyone who's associated with him, as this comes out is going to be like kind of like with Diddy. Like, I feel like J-Lo looks even worse because like it's just they're all kind of connected. All right. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna pull a few cards. Harlow says, have to say I don't love it. Ironic, right? Okay. Thank you, Harlow, for sharing. Don't love it. Don't love, I love it. Sage Moon says, haven't heard it. Okay. You're not missing much, Sage Moon. But if you do want to, check it out on YouTube, it's interesting. I love her authenticity. Beth says she has 2 or 3 commercials out with that song. I love it. Okay. Nice. Nigel says, not gonna lie, I only like the verse, but the chorus, not so much. But kudos to Camilla for trying something new. All right, Nigel, I like that. Okay, beautiful. You guys are amazing. And you always have beautiful things to say about people. Haven't heard it either, Penny. Okay. Check it out, Penny. Let us know what you think if you feel like it. Okay. Sajun says, yeah, I think Drake has propositioned some artists to sleep with him to boost their success, allegedly. I feel like that came out recently with people looking into him after Kendrick's disses. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that, Sage Moon. I feel like now that these songs have come out, I bet Camila is probably regretting what she shared on Call Her Daddy, because she was just being like such a free spirit in that interview. And she was just like, oh yeah, like I'm dating and like that was fun, like giggling and stuff. I wonder if she, thinking back, she's like, oh my gosh, I really wish I wouldn't have said that because now all of this is coming out. Okay, let's pull some cards. Let's see. Penny says, I don't like the blonde hair, not her. Yeah, it's definitely not. It doesn't seem how, like, okay, it does not seem her. I agree with you. Like, I don't feel like it's authentically her. I do think she's like trying on a new persona, and maybe that's like what she needs right now. I don't know. She was interviewed on the Zach Sang show about her hair, actually. Fun fact. And she said that her hair is like breaking right now from like the damage of the bleach. And she was like, I kind of miss like when, before, but she goes, you only live once. So I was like, if I want to do it, I should just do it. So I feel like she's kind of in that era of just like across the board with her music, with her hair, with guys. So maybe she'll come back around to her more authentic truth. Maybe she's in like an experimental phase. I don't know. Okay, but let's pull some cards. Let's see. Okay. Everyone can't be a blonde like us, Brit. Oh my God, Penny, you'd kill me. Okay, Tracy says, hi, Tracy. I think it's a buzz single. It never went to the radio, so couldn't chart. Oh, are you serious? Oh, well, then that's not fair. Okay, Nigel says, fun fact, Cherry 22. Oh, yeah, you love Cherry 22. Just completed her tour as a supporting act for Mariah the Scientist. Wonder what we can expect from Cherry 22. Okay, Nigel, before I get into this Camilla tea, because I think it's gonna go deep. I will pull a card for you to see what we can expect from Cherry 22. Oh, okay. The 9 of Swords in reverse. So Nigel, Cherry 22, allegedly for entertainment purposes, went through a period of stress and anxiety. Since we're asking about career, I would say this is about career. But in reverse, this is overcoming stress and anxiety. So Cherry 22 can look Sorry, my dog, he had to shake. Cherry 22 can look forward to a period of renewed positive mental health, and all of the fears and worries are going to be subsiding. So I would say this is a very successful period, a turnaround from whatever stress and anxiety they were experiencing before. So I love that. One clarifier for you there. The King of Cups in reverse. Okay, interesting. Cherry 22. This was about some kind of guy in their life, but they're overcoming it. So there were there actually there were some personal things affecting the professional life, and I don't know, Nigel, if you know anything about their dating life, but yeah, it just seems like they were going through some stuff personally affecting them professionally, but they have overcome it. So we love to see it. Best of luck to them. Okay. Okay, let's see. What do you guys think? Harlow, last Call Her Daddy podcast I listened to was JoJo Siwa. Is it just me or is she always screaming? Oh my God. I think she's always screaming. Yeah. JoJo Siwa, she's a lot. She's a lot to handle for sure. Great point. Oh my God. Yeah. That's another one that she's finding herself as far as like just being an artist in like, I don't know, the Kiss outfit and all that, and kind of talking about how she's like the next Miley Cyrus. And I don't know, she just seems like her ego is really huge. Okay. Anyway, but back to Camila. Is her album going to do better than this single? Let's just go ahead and ask about the music, then let's talk about Drake. Is Camila's album going to do better than the I Love It single? I love it. I love it. It does get stuck in your head. Three of Wands, looking to the future. Yes. Okay. Yes, it will. Three of Wands. Three is about creativity. Wands is passion. And this is about looking to the future with the binoculars on. So, yes, I actually think that in the future, sometimes songs like they need a second to like get going. I feel like Taylor Swift's Midnight's album was like that. Like right when it came out, I really loved like Bejeweled and a couple of other songs, and I feel like they did well, but then like there was kind of like a resurgence. Like once everyone listened to like the whole album, it's sort of like the whole vibe made more sense. And maybe this was just my perception, but it seemed like people were embracing more of the songs that weren't really like as popular when the album first came out. So I feel like in the future, Three of Wands, I think that song might actually catch on, like, people are gonna like it more, I think, when they also hear the other songs, like, in the whole context. So I do think that this is going to end up being a successful album and a successful era for her, because 3 is about major creativity and passion, and when you put all of your creativity and passion into something, and you're as talented of an artist as Camila, things really go well. So this is future oriented. So I guess over the next 6 months, we'll just have to keep an eye on her and what else she's putting out, because I think that it's gonna trend upwards. So that's good. I'm happy to see that for her. I really do like her. Okay. But what about the whole Drake thing? I just want to see, like, how does she feel now that all this information is coming out about Drake with the Kendrick songs? I would imagine that she's regretting spending time with him and regretting that she was public about it on Call Her Daddy. But I just want to kind of see what does Camila think about Drake now that all this stuff has come out? Allegedly for entertainment purposes. Guys, the tarot tea is just like so fire today. Oh my God. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. This is crazy. The Lovers reversed. What? Okay. Obviously, we know what the Lovers card means, right? And that is the energy that they had. I think I might have even pulled this card when I did the original reading on them. I just remember it was non-committal energy, but it was basically confirmation that there was like a hookup, basically. Well, the Lovers in reverse, 1000%. This is regretting being someone's lover, basically. Like, this is regretting that she did that. Wow. Oh my God, you guys. When the tarot tea is just spot on. Okay. How is she gonna handle this in the future? Also, Camila Cabello has come through as the Queen of Wands before. I wonder if Camila, and I don't know, Camila's just, she's pretty, like, she's a firecracker. Like, what if she like collabed? What if she's the Queen of Wands that collabs with Kendrick Lamar on a diss track about Drake? That would be cool. Anything else about her feelings towards Drake or like how she's gonna handle this? The tarot tea talk in New York accent. So, Sage Moon. Seven of Cups decisions. So she's kind of feeling weird right now. She's feeling a little stuck. Like, I don't know what to do. Seven of Cups is like you really could go a million directions with this, which is true about any decision, right? Like you can confirm, you can deny, you can team up with Kendrick Lamar, you can make your own song about it, you can make a statement. Like she is really regretting this and she is really not sure what to do. Oh man. Anything else? I think she's in her head about it big time. Oh my God, Harlow. JoJo doing that karma dance over and over. I cannot. Looks like she's swatting flies. Oh my God. Okay, Harlow. That is so funny. First of all, you said looks like she's swatting flies. I'm sorry. I am not trying to like make fun of anybody, but yes, I've seen it too. And I agree with you. I saw her like teaching all these like influencers the dance. Like, okay, do you guys know Khalil? I really like her. I think she's so funny, like on TikTok, and like I just think she's like a funny person. She's so entertaining. I saw her doing the dance with JoJo, and I was like, Haley, I thought like you're better than this. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. The dance is hilarious. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Get a little sip. Oh my god, and Harlow, you sent that at 11:11. Angel number confirmation. The angels also think it looks like she's swatting flies. Okay. Oh, that's so funny. Tracy said she only went blonde for this era. It's about transformation. Okay, Tracy, I could totally see that. Sometimes you just got to burn it all away, you know? Phoenix rising energy. I agree. I could see that being the case, Tracy. She might go back for her next album. Okay, because she had a major breakup, so she's doing it about being single, etc. Okay, I could see that. Beth says, I love it. Is a true earworm, but it is very weird with the Playboy Cardi. Okay. Was that like an unexpected collaboration? Oh my God, I believe JoJo is a Leo rising, like Drake, Sage Moon says. Oh my God, maybe the Leo risings having a moment. The ones who have karma coming, just saying. Sometimes ego can be a pitfall for Leo risings. Ah, Sage Moon. Yes. I agree with that. That makes so much sense. So any Leo risings out there, your beautiful soul and the good things that you have going for you are that you have this like magnetic quality, you're entertaining, you're fun, you're generous, people love you. Just be careful that you stay humble or you'll end up like Drake and JoJo. That's all. Okay. PSA. But of course not all Leo risings are like that. Okay, let's see. What are you guys saying? Nigel says, thanks for the Cherry 22 reading. Actually, she just broke up with her photographer for the weekend, Kendrick, Kilani, Playboy Cardi, etc. Oh, the photographer for all those people. Oh my God, Nigel, are you kidding me? And Nigel sent it angel number 1111. Okay, Nigel, thank you for confirming that. So, wow, the tarot tea is talking today, Sage Moon. Yeah, so Cherry 22. So I guess yeah, she was really sad about that breakup with that she saw him as her king of cups and that was in reverse, but I'm glad that she's feeling better now. She's out of that 9 of swords energy. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, Nigel. Okay, well we can probably expect some really good songs coming from her then in the future when she's like healed. Okay, Beth said she did a TikTok video around that time stating feeling awkward about doing something that her teenager self would regret. He about JoJo. Oh my god, Beth. Oh man, that it's too much. It's too much. The JoJo, I just feel like she's yeah, it's definitely what you said, Sage Moon, about the Leo rising, like the ego taking over. Like every time you watch a JoJo Siwa interview about her music, she just seems so like self-absorbed. And I'm sorry, I get it. Like gives me the ick big time. She just doesn't seem like humble at all about anything. Anything. Even her car is just a bunch of pictures of her own face. I'm sorry. That's Leo rising energy gone rogue. Okay, did you see the girl who's song Karma? Oh my God, Sage Moon originally was posted The original song on YouTube. Yes, I did see that. I thought that was so, like, just like JoJo, like, oh my God. After you were saying that you're like this is your Miley Cyrus bangers moment, like really trying to like put herself on this like huge pedestal. Like she was talking herself up. And then it turns out that the song wasn't even like you didn't even write it. Like she was acting like this was like her vision. Like, yeah, exposed. Definitely in a more minor way than Drake. I don't think she's criminal. I just think she's, yeah, her ego ran away with her. I guess she already has been exposed then because that girl's song came, it was like came to the surface that this is an old song. So much better than JoJo's. Yeah, I agree. I did like that version better too. That one gets stuck in my head, to be honest. Karma's it's like I will sing it in my head just like throughout the day. I don't know why it is so annoying. It's an earworm, as you said, Beth. Okay. TikTok, you make Camila Cabello. Oh, okay. The more you know. Reading Rainbow, Sage Moon. I used to love that show. Nostalgia. Okay. Guys, y'all are so hilarious. I I like can't stay focused. I just love chatting with you guys. Y'all are too funny. Okay, so to round out the Camilla tea before we move on to our final story, which is also controversial. I'm telling you, I think while Pluto is retrograde, all the stories are going to be controversial. So buckle up. I may even do, okay, tell me what you guys think about this also. I'm wanting to do blind items, which we're going to start that with the Met Gala blind items this week because I think that'll be fun, just like a blind item tarot tea session. I've also been inspired to do true crime tarot tea because I love Stephanie Sue. Do any of you guys watch her videos? Like, I love her. And I was thinking it could be fun to like fill in some of the blanks or even like do, you know, current ongoing cases, stuff like that. But then there's a part of me that like shies away from it. Like, would you guys be interested in that? Be honest. Let me know. If not, it's totally fine because I'm kind of like on the fence. But I also wonder, is it because Pluto's retrograde? So I'm like wanting to do like secret things, the blind items, and taboo things like true crime stuff. Come on, Pluto. Pluto, if you have Scorpio in your chart like I do, I'm feeling it. Pluto's like getting me inspired and interested in like doing different things. Okay. Yes, Met Gala. I'm excited about the Met Gala. Are you guys watching tomorrow? It's gonna be good. Not watching, but watching the outfits. Okay. So let's see. Camila Cabello rounding out the tea. Nigel says Cherry 22 did make a song about her ex-boyfriend. Ooh, on her last EP. The song is called More. Such a banger. Okay, Nigel, I'll have to check it out. Wow. I bet it was intense because if you see someone as your King of Cups, it's like very serious. Very in love. Okay. Come through Pluto. Fascinated by true crime. I'm friends with Val. I've been watching some other true crime. Penny says, I'm friends with Val. Who's Val? I think I missed something. Who's Val? Is Val like a big true crime person? And I just like don't know? Probably. Penny, inform me. I got lost. Okay. Fascinating. Okay, so you guys are liking the true crime and you're liking the Met Gala. Okay, all right. Thanks for the feedback. We shall move forward through the depths with Pluto. Okay. So Camila Cabello rounding it out. Anything else we want to know? Val is a big true crime person. Oh my God, Penny. What? Okay. Cool. I want to watch Val's stuff. Let's see. Penny, could you, when you get a chance, if you have a moment, could you DM me like a link to Val's stuff or like their podcast or something? She follows the charts. Ooh, cool. Okay. I got to check this out. How fun. Okay. I'm into it. All right. Camila. Anything else about her relationship with Drake? Anything that's going to happen? Temperance. She's going to play the middle road. Okay. And I'll say this is kind of like the safe road, the safe bet. I think that Camila, she has big regret. about being with Drake. I think for a moment she considered saying something or like maybe, wanting to jump in on a collab with like I don't know. I think she thought about getting in the mix for a second, but I think ultimately Camila is going to do this temperance route, which is the middle path, you know, playing it safe. I think Camila is very focused on her career, on herself, and I think she really just doesn't want any smoke. So I think she's actually going to take a page out of Drake's playbook and just kind of ignore the fact that they had a thing, ignore the fact that she was public about it, and try to just stay away from it. Also, like what J Lo's doing with P Diddy. Like, I feel like there are certain people who, and it's unfortunate because you do want people to like step up and share if they have knowledge because it could help prevent this, the cycles from continuing. But some people, allegedly for entertainment purposes, will choose themselves, their own career, self preservation. And so, Temperance, I'm getting that she just doesn't want to be involved. She is really trying to focus on herself. Will this affect how she moves forward when it comes to love, dating, and relationships? Queen of Swords, yes. Oh my god, I knew it. I had the feeling. So Queen of Swords in the upright. This is being more judicious. This is someone who's going to be a lot more discerning about who they spend time with. Um, I definitely think she went through a period where she was definitely feeling like free spirit. She wanted to, just have fun after being in a serious relationship, then another serious relationship, kind of like back to back. She was ready to just basically have fun, and she did, and I think she realized, "Oh, well, not everybody is the best person." And so I think that she is going to enter a new era in her personal life where I think she is going to be a little bit less of a free spirit. She's gonna be this Queen of Swords energy, which is, willing to cut off anything that seems wrong, focusing on your judgment, really being just discerning and choosy about who she's with. So I do think that this Drake thing affected her in that way. So, okay, interesting. Very interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Harlow, Missy Bevers was the one murdered in a church by someone dressed in SWAT gear. Video footage of the killer was all over the news for a while. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Thank you, Harlow, for sharing that info. You guys, this is so Pluto retrograde. Even if we just do true crime during Pluto retrograde, I think it would be worth it. We'll try it out. Okay, I hope she didn't get any. Beth. Oh my God, Beth. I don't know why it's making me laugh. Penny says, Beth, LOL. Okay, Penny, I'm glad you're laughing too. Yeah, leave it to Penny and I to laugh at this. Okay. Harlow says, speaking of murders, could you do a reading to see if JoJo's fly dance killed her career? Harlow, you guys are too much today. Sage Moon. Yeah, Sage Moon feels it too. Oh my god, you guys are funny. Okay, let's pull one. Did JoJo's fly dance kill her career? Harlow. Eight of Swords. Well, it definitely put her in a prison of her own making. So I'm gonna say it was a big setback. Yeah, it was a big setback. Definitely, she caused some problems for her own self with that one. That's too funny. Oh my god. Okay. Y'all are hilarious. So, last story. It's too funny. Okay. Y'all are so entertaining. Oh my god. I could do this all day. Last story. This is an influencer story about Dixie D'Amelio. Do you guys remember the D'Amelio sisters? They really blew up during quarantine, the golden age of TikTok, rose to fame, moved out to LA. They even had like a reality show. I did watch it because I don't know. I was just like, this is entertaining. And I really liked the first season. I believe it was on Hulu. And then the second season was just like sad and I stopped watching it. Um, so they definitely seem like they've had, some issues, but they're very creative, very talented. Dixie is a singer and she's been performing and like she's had her own music that she's put out. I really like her songs. It's a little bit sad girl vibes, but I like it. I think she's talented. And then Charlie, her sister, amazing dancer, was on Dancing with the Stars, and they moved out to LA with their family. Just anybody who I'm sure everybody kind of knows who they are, but if you don't, that's just kind of a quick synopsis. They moved out there with their family and filmed the reality show. And it just seems like whenever families have reality shows, it's really hard on the family. I just think the entertainment industry, it's just kind of a lot, and it brings up like greed and ego and a bunch of weird things. And the two women were very young, I think like early 20s, late teens. Charlie younger, I think like 17 when she moved to LA. Anyway, we're getting into the too much of the weeds. But basically, it seems like the 2 sisters have been on a little bit of a downward spiral. Nothing too crazy, but it just seems like some of their projects haven't been really, going through, and it just seems like their moment in the spotlight, it's just not as, they were riding a wave for a while. And waves come back, they could be back at the top next week, but people are concerned, and a video went viral this past week of Dixie D'Amelio, because people are suspecting that maybe some substance abuse was involved with this video. If you guys want to see it, you can go to Reddit, Dixie D'Amelio, um, substance abuse, like viral video. And it's a video of her organizing her closet on a live stream. I watched it. Oops. I watched it and I was like, I was concerned, to be honest. And maybe she just has really bad like ADHD or something. She's always come across as a little bit of a nervous person, and she's talked about mental health things before. So again, I'm just doing this reading because I did get a DM requesting that I do a reading on the viral video, and I am interested too because I do like them. I hope for good things for both of them. They're both so young and talented, and I think the industry kind of, can be really rough on people. So I just want to do a quick check in on Dixie D'Amelio. Hopefully, we'll get a little bit of positivity to end the stream. Hopefully. Okay, what are you guys saying? Sage says, I was shook how good Charlie was on Dance with the Stars. Girl's good. Yeah, right? She's so good. They were riding a Kardashian-esque wave. Totally, Sage Moon. Totally. Like, everyone thought they were going to be like the new Kardashians, like the family doing like creative stuff. Oh, man. I agree with you on that, Sage Moon. Okay. What is going on with Dixie D'Amelio? And then Charlie was spotted at Coachella with that guy. What was his name? He's like one of those like guys that's kind of on the scene a lot older. FaZe Banks, like a lot older. He's like a YouTuber or gamer or something. Like, I don't know. People are just kind of concerned about them. Okay, Dixie D'Amelio. Her current energy, what's going on with her? Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this is creative projects not going well. Definitely. Like they were even gonna do like a shoe line. Like, is that still happening? Like, I don't know. It was like hearing about all these ideas and projects, and Three of Pentacles in reverse is basically like having difficulty working together with other people, projects not pulling through. What's sad is the Three of Pentacles is like the potential for being able to collaborate successfully with other people. So this would be, she and her sister, she and her mom, um, making money that way. Like, and it's sad because this is talking about how that's not really working out. Why? Why is that not working out? Or why didn't that work out? Or why aren't they experiencing success with their like businesses and things? I would really like to get the energy for why they're having issues. Why? 'Cause it seems like they kind of had all the potential in the world, right? The Hermit in reverse. Doing too much. Needing to spend more time alone. So the Hermit is associated with the Virgo card. Okay. Sage Moon, I'm sure you probably know this, as you are a Virgo as well. Virgos need to spend time alone in thought so that they can plan. Virgos are an earth sign. So this Hermit card represents that energy of Virgo, the earth sign energy, all about like wellness, healing, really taking the time to lay a strong foundation, being authentic, being genuine. This is slowing down. The Hermit spends a lot of time, at home, alone, in nature, reading. Writing. This is like kind of like slow living. It's definitely not getting up, feeling rushed throughout the day, going to a party at night, coming home. Like the opposite of hermit energy is the energy of like pushing yourself to the limit on every level. And so needing to hermit is needing to go into Virgo energy. So like if I knew them, if I were doing a reading for them, I would say this is kind of an advice card, honestly. And it's talking about how doing too much can lead to things falling apart because it's like there isn't enough energy to go around. But not just that, the hermit card is about healing and it's about like knowing your own truth because the hermit card spends so much time alone, like they know themselves so well and they don't allow like the outside, other people's opinions, other people's thoughts or just like ideas for them. Like they don't let any of that in. The hermit really only hears their own thoughts and moves forward with this flashlight in this card deck. Most card decks, it is a lamp that has like a little light in it, and it's about shining your light. So basically, they kinda, like, lost their way. Do you know what I mean? They weren't shining their own light. They lost touch with themselves. They lost touch with what their true purpose is, what they're really here to do. So they really need to dive back into authenticity and really spend more time alone. I would say stop going to the parties for a little bit. Stop doing all that stuff. Really focus on, like, what is it that makes you happy, and get really grounded about what your next steps need to be, and block out anything that is negative or confusing to you. I remember in the first season of the Hulu show, one of the big things they were talking about was like like hate that they were getting on social media. And I have empathy for that because they were teenagers. I'm sure that was really hard. But the best thing for them would be to like never read comments. Like the hermit does not care about others' opinions. Wow, that really makes sense. Oh my gosh. So that was their downfall. Again, they can have another upswing. I'm not saying this is it. What are you guys saying? Sageman says, not base banks, Dixie Girl run, right? I feel like that is the opposite of like this is the kind of trouble that they're getting into because they're not being hermits. Like be a hermit. If phase banks is the only option, like just be a hermit. Trust me, it's not worth it, girl. Sageman. Okay. So that's kind of what's going on with their businesses. What about Dixie as a person? What is going on with her and specifically in that video? Let's just ask about the video. What was going on in the viral video? I just want to see what will come through for that. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this is about like friendship and generosity and giving someone gifts. In reverse, it's the opposite of that. Okay, let's get some more clarification here. Allegedly for entertainment purposes, by the way, about that video. Stay tuned. Yes, be a hermit, right? And as two Virgo sons, Sage Rune, like that is the advice that like I always give to myself. Like when I'm feeling stressed, I'm like, time to hermit, time to be like the hermit card and get grounded, get it together. So yeah, firsthand experience. I know you're the same way, Sage Rune. Um, okay. That viral video with Dixie. What was going on? Getting so many reverse cards. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, this is really sad. Okay, so this isn't like confirming or denying the substance abuse allegations. But I will say that we have this Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is very sad energy. Is oh my god, Lawyer Moog. Oh my god, Tom Brady bodied Kim K at the roast. What? Okay, something to watch. Are you kidding? Oh my god. Okay, we have more things to watch. Can't wait. Um, this is this is feeling like you're kind of left out or like you don't have a friend. So I think that she feels lonely, basically. Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is feeling lonely, feeling like friends and people that you thought would be there for you aren't. So this is kind of like the mood that she was in, I guess, when that video was being filmed. Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is in the upright. This is all about a fresh start financially. In reverse, this is feeling stuck. Like you want a fresh start, but you feel stuck. So definitely like a very sad energy. Oh my God, I kind of hate this. Okay. Anything else about where she was at? And then let's do a reading for her future and see if we can get something positive to end on a positivity note. Um, Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Okay, Dixie D'Amelio in the viral video. What was going on? Lawyer Moog. Oh my God. That was a good one. Well, and Kim K was trying to push the narrative that she and Tom Brady were like dating or something. So that's hilarious. Okay. What else? What was going on with Dixie? Everything's reversed. Queen of Swords in reverse. This is not using discernment. What else? It's just like a bunch of really bad. The Fool reversed. Needing to start fresh again, but not having a fresh start. Wow. Okay. This is just basically feeling stuck on every level. Not using, yeah. Okay. I'm not going to talk about it too much. It's like actually very sad. But I will say that definitely in that video, she was going through something. Okay. Whether that is exactly a certain substance or not. It was, I will say, allegedly for entertainment purposes. I'm not getting through this tarot reading that it was just like a regular video where she was just filming herself, organizing her closet. Just like a, regular old Tuesday where you're organizing your closet and you're like, hey, let's talk about it. It was more from a place of like loneliness and, wanting to not be alone. And so pulling out the camera, and maybe she wasn't in the best state of mind to do that. Whether or not substances were involved, I don't have exact clarity. The only way I would know for a fact or tarot T fact would be the King of Cups can represent substance stuff because it has to do with Pisces energy, which can be associated with the 12th house and in astrology and like, indulging in substances or whatever that take you into like 12th house energy. So basically, I don't have like pure confirmation, but I will say it's definitely a sad energy. I think that's what people are picking up on. And I think that she definitely, could use a friend right now again. So that's sad. A lot of these celebrities, like they could use a friend. So what is something positive that Dixie, to end on a positivity note, could do, or what is something positive coming for her in her life? Let's just see if we can get a positive vibe for Dixie because it seems like she was really sad. You guys are chit chatting over here. Kim was booed by the crowd when she first went on stage. Oh my God, I want to watch it too. Lawyer appropriate. Oh my God, you guys are snarky. That's good, Lawyer. Oh my God, Tom came through. I love it. Coming in with hot tea. Yes, Lawyer Moog, you brought some tea to the table too. He didn't come empty-handed. Hilarious. Lawyer Moog. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna watch that right after this. So, anything else about Dixie? Something good coming for her? Ace of Swords. Okay, thank God. A victory that comes through sober-minded thinking. Because Ace of Swords is like, your mind, your mindset. She definitely okay, I'll just say this. If there are substances involved, this card would talk about cutting that out, okay? And through that, having sober-minded thinking and clarity of thought. And when Dixie has clarity of thought, she is successful because she's a smart person and she's actually got a lot of natural abilities. Again, Hermit card. So, okay, advice for her. Hermit card energy. Okay. She needs to spend some time alone, healing, getting focused on herself, what she wants, what she cares about. Block out the noise. Don't read the comments. Um, be wary of anything that alters like your brain chemistry. I would say focus on healthy living, focus on like wholesome things that make you feel fulfilled, your hobbies, your goals, good people, use your judgment, and a victory would come from that. So I just think, yeah, maybe that video was a wake-up call. I don't know. I hope that it was, but sending her love. And that was the tarot tea for tonight. Oh my gosh. The tarot tea, guys. Lots happening in the world. Holy smokes. Okay, what are you guys saying? I want to catch up. Sage Moon says, wait, do any of you know why Netflix released a roast of Tom Brady? Like, what's going on? Oh my God, what? Sage Moon. I love a good roast. Okay, we should definitely check out the roasts. That's exciting. Sage Moon, thank you for letting me know that there's a Tom Brady roast. First, I'm gonna watch the Kim K roast and the Tom Brady roast. Okay, wait, that's what I heard, and now I'm all intrigued. I'm intrigued too. Oof, that's good. Learn mode came through. Da, da. So funny. I think he just won another ring. Wait, what? He did? I think I didn't get the joke. Sage Moon got the joke though. Okay, good. That's what counts. He'll have to explain to me later. My God. Snark at night. Oh my God. Sage Moon, Snark at night. From Nick at night to Snark at night. We've graduated. That's right. Sage Moon, you're too funny. Penny says, I'm turning on Netflix right now. Okay, me too, guys. Well, shall we? Shall we all watch some Netflix as we drift off to sleep? Thank you, Lawyer Moke, for the recommendation. Okay, he brought some hot tea tonight. All right, you guys are the best. I love you so much. Have the best night and have an amazing Monday. I'm super excited to put out the Sean and Camilla video tomorrow and the Pluto retrograde members only video tomorrow. We got some good things to discuss. Then we have the Met Gala to watch tomorrow night. So we have a very busy schedule, don't we, guys? All right, y'all are the best. Thanks, Penny. Well, thank you guys too. It was so great because of all the tea y'all brought to the table. All right, good night. I'll let y'all go. Sweet dreams. Let's watch some Netflix.